I'm live! Yes! In the kitchen here. Got the family. Rose is over there. Right, Rose? Rose! She's over there. I'm going to cook some chicken and shrimp really quickly. But I'm not going to do much to the chicken and shrimp because I want to highlight the stuff that I made yesterday on Tuesday, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No. Yes.
On Tuesday, which was the guacamole and the salsa, I also have Mexican crema, Mexican cheese, some jalapenos. So we want to highlight that stuff. I don't want to do too much with the chicken and the shrimp. I'm just going to use some onion and garlic, saute them, salt and pepper, and that's it. I want to highlight the guacamole and the salsa because I worked hard on it, and they're my recipes, so let's go. I also wanted to start out because I'm waiting for the pans to heat up a little bit. I wanted to congratulate my brother Joe McIntyre on his Vegas shows that he's got coming up in August. I think that's awesome. Him and Debbie Gibson are gonna sing some duets together. So, hey, which thing am I supposed to be looking into?
The iPad. Both of them are, one's Instagram, the phone is Instagram.
So I can go back and forth?
Yes.
Anyway, congratulations, Joe. Really proud of you. I think it's great. I think it's going to be a fantastic show with you and her together. That was one of the highlights of the mixtape tour was them singing together. Lost in Your Eyes. Great song. It was a great duet. So let's see what they're going to do in Vegas at the end of August. I think it's going to be great. So, back to this. We're celebrating Cinco de Mayo, but who knows what Cinco de Mayo is actually celebrating? So in the comments, let's see if anyone.
Okay.
I know what it is because I Googled it a few days ago. But I did have it in my head. I kind of knew what it was. I just had the wrong.
I'm waiting to see if anyone.
Anyone?
I know, I'm waiting to see too.
Anyone know what Cinco de Mayo celebrates? Maybe you'll win a prize if you guess it.
There's an answer.
I have this New Kids oven mitt, but it's a smaller oven mitt. It's one of a kind. Maybe the person with the correct answer will.
Correct answers on the screen.
Who's this? Ren Nealon, Mexican Independence. That's
Maybe.
Partial credit, not quite,
Okay.
because it's celebrating a victory.
Hold on.
A victory.
I just saw the official. I'll have to find out who that is.
Anyone?
Yeah,
I figured before we get this going, someone should know that besides me. Anyone in this house know what it is? What Cinco de Mayo
I was gonna say
celebrates?
if I could speak Portuguese, I think somebody got it. But
Don't Google it, Chance. Put your phone down, Chance. Oh, okay. Sorry. Amber knows. What is it? The 5th of May. Party, har, har, har. That's the ball-busting woods over there. They just can't stop.
we got a lot of people really close.
So
Hold on, right there. Mexican Army's victory over Napoleon. That's it. That's the answer. The victory over Napoleon. Mexico gained their independence. There you go. But there was too many partial answers, so I'm keeping the oven mitt. That wasn't like. It was the combination of defeating Napoleon and gaining independence that we're celebrating today, much like we celebrate 4th of July. So there you have it. Nobody wins. I win. I'm keeping the oven mitt because it's one of a kind. Maybe later on, I'll let it go, but I'm keeping it for now. It's pretty new. So let's get to cooking. I got to get my olive oil. Let me put these in the pans. This thing's working too up here?
Yeah.
Wow. These that I'm working with, they're on point, man. Oh, just when I said that, we got some feedback over here. I'm going to get the onions going. I'm going to split the onions up.
Hold on.
50-50.
We're good. I got it. We're good. I got it.
onions go for a little bit. Then I'll add the garlic. Then I'll add the chicken and the shrimp. That'll be it. Had to use this giant pan because one of the other pans broke, so just winging it, going with it, going with it. As we're letting the onions saute, you can't see over on my island, I have like a whole setup to make margaritas, and I have the setup to assemble your tacos. Now, I don't know who's gonna eat anything. I put it all out there for everybody. I don't know who's gonna eat. The thing with me is I've been cooking all day because we've been shooting for the future shows all day. And by the end of shooting, I don't want to eat anything because I've smelt all this food and I'm not really interested. So let's see. I mean, I might have put all that stuff out for nothing. Right, Elena?
Right.
Could be for nothing. Okay. Got the onions going here. I got to turn up this burner a little bit.
Carla says she loves the double screen. It looks like a legit cooking show.
We're legit?
Yep.
Who said that? Carla?
Carla Barrett.
Carla Barrett, we're legit? Us? I mean, it's legit good. I want to be like, not like the legit cooking show, like the more bootleg cooking show. Like, sometimes you gotta buy some bootleg stuff.
Just call it a bootleg cooking show.
Well, like what I'm saying is, in Florida, you can get marijuana at a dispensary. But they're not really like a California dispensary or Colorado or Washington or any of those places have really beautiful dispensaries. It's limited here because they haven't really adjusted to the times. So what I'm saying is, in Florida, the dispensaries are kind of bootleg. Like us. Bootleg cooking show. Oh boy. You didn't like my analogy? Hey, the thing is, I'm getting better at things I wasn't so good at before, like chopping. I went through, how many onions did I cut? 4, Chance?
Yeah.
4 onions in like, not even 5 minutes. They were done. I didn't cry because I did them fast. I got my chopping skills up to par now. It's not suspect. All right, there we go. Gonna add a little more olive oil. And I gotta grab my chicken broth. I think I got some in the fridge. I do. In case the pans get a little dry. This one is a little dry. I just don't want the garlic to burn when it hits the pan. Split the garlic up. There we go. This one a little more oil. There we go. Okay, so we should be getting close to just throwing the chicken and the shrimp in. And all I'm going to do is cook it, salt and pepper, and it's done. Put them in these bowls, put it over there with the tacos to assemble. Then we'll head to the island, answer some questions. If anyone wants a damn margarita, I'll make it.
I want one.
Because I'm the bartender, HOE.
Also, Rose, they love the background music.
What's playing in the background? Baby Shark?
No, her bazooka.
Oh, the kazoo.
Yeah.
Rose has her kazoo and she's having a lot of fun with it. She hasn't quite figured it out, so to get the chicken. Chicken takes a little longer to cook. I'm gonna get that in here. All right. I didn't want to do too much to the chicken or the shrimp. I wanted to um, keep it simple to highlight the fresh guac and salsa. Got some lettuce over there too, jalapenos. Gonna hit this with some salt and pepper.
Someone just asked, how do you know when the chicken is fully cooked?
I just know. Just play it. I mean, this is gonna take like 10 minutes. I mean, you definitely don't want to overcook it, but you can just take a thicker piece and, you know, cut it, take it out of the pan and cut it open.
Ruddy Lad Company just said you look great in the shirt.
Oh, tell them thank you. This is a Rudy Ladd shirt. I like I know it's not Tuesday, but we were making tacos, and I like the little taco guy there. He's really cute. Reminds me of someone's tattoo. But yeah, thank you guys. I love the shirts. They're so comfortable. They look great. Thank you. I will always wear them. Appreciate the shirts. Trying to push them to make some tank tops, you know? Where's the tank tops? I live in Miami. It's hot. Okay, shrimp. Going in the other pan. Now, purposely got this shrimp without the tails, just to make it easier. I know people say there's more flavor when you cook them with the tails, but I just wanted to make it easier for people assembling their tacos. See, I'm thoughtful. Sometimes. Let me turn this one down a little bit. But this is all going good. For the person that asked, when do you tell the chicken's done? Obviously, the first thing is, you know, there's no more pink. You're starting to get that off-white color. Now, for the shrimp, it's the opposite. You want them to be pink, and they're done.
You're getting compliments on your shoes.
On my shoes?
Yeah, because they can see them in the.
On my slides?
Yeah.
Listen, this is a comfort thing. In Miami, it's hot, so, you know. I have a few slides. They're very comfortable. I think we all in this house wear them a lot. But yeah, and I like to match a little bit. I would kind of like my sneakers to match my shirt or close. I mean, maybe that's, you know, an old school way of doing things, but that's how I do it. Okay, I can turn the shrimp burn up a little bit. Get that cooking good. The chicken's getting close. And what I'll do is I'll take out a small piece. I'll taste it, make sure it has enough salt and pepper. And then, you know, we'll be ready to go. I can make these girls some margaritas. I think they deserve it. Andy and Elena have done a great job, and my assistant Chance.
Daniel wants a margarita.
Daniel wants a margarita?
Yeah.
Is that like he really wants a margarita, or is he going to take a sip? Okay, my son wants a margarita. Elena does or doesn't? Is it gluten-free?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know all these
Again,
things.
I'll never turn one down.
I don't know all gluten-free things. I'm not the all-knowledgeable Gandalf, the gluten-free.
They need to know if you're having a margarita.
I am not. I'm not. And it's the end of the day. I know it should seem like I should have one, but man, it's just all the smells of the food and all that stuff. I'm not really into. Okay, the person that asked, is the chicken done? I think you can look at this and tell it's getting there. The problem is it looks all done on the outside, but it's the inside with the thicker pieces you got to worry about. But the small pieces are really, they're done. So I'm going to taste a small piece just to see how it is. Oh yeah. Need some more salt, some pepper. This is going to be done. It'll need a few more minutes for the bigger pieces to be cooked all the way through, but I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Now I can tell that the shrimp there's some liquid coming out of the shrimp, a little water content. I might put them in a strainer when I'm done cooking them, just so when people are putting them in the taco, they're not too watery. But no, there's actually not that much. It'll be fine. I'm gonna make a taco anyway. Anyone making a taco? We give this a little more salt and pepper, because the shrimp are probably actually closer to being done than the chicken. About another minute for the shrimp, minute and a half. There's a few still not all the way pink. I'll give it a taste. I'm actually going to turn the heat off on the chicken, but just let it sit there. I'm going to try another small piece. I'm going to burn my finger.
Someone said Rose is the star tonight.
Rose is always the star. I'm turning the other burner off too. I am a lucky and blessed man to have my family here with me. My daughter Vega just graduated college. Congratulations to her again. She graduated with honors, 3.8 GPA. Very, very proud of her. But she's on a trip to Colorado, having some fun there. And I'll FaceTime her later tonight. Or maybe she's watching. I don't know. Okay, the shrimp is definitely done. So I'm just going to take it off the heat. And I'm just going to, I got to still taste the shrimp too. Just going to taste one more piece. And this is part of the thing too, is cooking all day and then tasting. I really don't want to eat anything. Oh, that is done. Delicious. Bam. Well, good. I'm just transferring this stuff so I can put it on the island, and then we'll get to chatting. Right, Rose? Hey! Okay. That doesn't work. That works, right?
I took it off.
Oh, you set it off. Okay. There's the chicken. Done.
Here, I'll turn it on for the shrimp. Ripley, she's in the camera.
Yeah. Ripley's just waiting for something to drop. I guess I didn't need these. Put the cap on this. There's the shrimp. Ready to go for the tacos.
So can you show Instagram? We've got a lot of people wanting to see the shrimp. Like hold the shrimp up to Instagram. There we go. Since they don't
Do they want to see the chicken
since
too?
they don't see the overhead.
Want to see the chicken too? Chicken's done. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so now we're going to move over to the island. And we're taking a break here. Is that what?
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Oh, they have to log back. I mean, I'm not getting into how that works. Forget it. You don't go anywhere. Be back in a minute. Are we back?
You're on.
We're back. We are back. It's Taco Wednesday, Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, so got my setup here. Got my tequila. Got some glasses here. I think I need another glass because Damien wanted one. But I think as we're taking some questions, I'll start to make a couple margaritas. I think I could probably do two at once, right? And that thing, and what is this called?
The shaker.
Is this a shaker?
It's just a shaker.
Are we sure?
I'm positive.
Are there any like douchey bartenders out there that know what it is?
I would say I could check, but I forgot my phone number.
You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You know, like sometimes it's really good bartenders.
Mixologist.
No. I guess it's.
There's good mixologists take it seriously.
You want
but
another
I know what you mean.
analogy? It's sometimes when members of boy bands take themselves too seriously. Right?
Right.
You're in a boy band singing and dancing. You want to be good at it, but don't take it too seriously. You want to have fun with it. Bartenders should do the same, right? Don't take yourself too seriously. Mixologist doesn't mean you're a doctor with a PhD. That's all I got to say. Hold on, I got to get my chimer. Hold on, where is it? Did someone hide my chimer?
Oh Lord.
Oh no.
Somebody hashtag douchey bartender.
The chimer. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing now. I guess we start taking some douchey bartender. That's a good one. Hashtag.
My sister is a great bartender. I think it's called a cocktail shaker.
Cocktail shaker. Thank you, Ren. Thank you. Because, I mean, a shaker, you know, like, isn't that like a... No, there's a maraca, there's a shaker, there's a little egg shaker. There's like 50 different shakers.
I think of like a shaker for like protein.
Oh, someone gave a very specific answer. Hold on. Today, bartenders use one of three types of shakers: the Boston shaker, the Parisian shaker, or the cobbler shaker.
Oh, what's this girl's name? Rhea? Rhea, pretty name. Okay, what type is this? Rhea? I'm waiting for a response from Threa. What kind of shaker? It's just your average shaker. I can be dangerous with this thing, so I try to do it over the sink most of the time. I know when we filmed, I did it here, but like, I don't trust these things. Cause, I mean, can someone invent something a little bit better than this? Because like, this doesn't lock in. Right. I know you're supposed to hold it, but it like, are there like fails on Instagram of people shaking with this and it goes everywhere? I bet. But that's my point. Like, even if this screwed on, like just screwed once, I'd feel more secure about shaking it up vigorously. But isn't that the idea? You want to shake it up vigorously?
Yes.
See, I know what you guys are thinking. All of you. No, this is not a shake weight. You know, right?
Oh my goodness, that wasn't even what I was thinking.
All right. So I'm gonna take some questions, and as I'm answering questions, I'll start to make some margaritas. So let's get the questions rolling.
Someone said that's a cobbler shaker.
Cobbler shaker, thank you. That's Tanya. Thank you. Appreciate that. But does that kind of mean bootleg? Like cobbler? Isn't a cobbler someone who fixes shoes?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know.
Bootleg. That was good.
End up going down the rabbit hole. Hey, how do we show my spread? Like, could we take one of these off and just show the spread? Even if it's just Instagram.
Or
Yep.
Elena, grab your phone.
Ah.
Okay. She doesn't want to be on camera. There she is. There she is. Gluten free. Gluten free. I can't eat that. I hear that a lot. Elena saying, I can't eat that. I can't eat that. I'm getting another glass.
You know what? I'm gonna go in this way. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm gonna use this other glass. It'll be better.
There you go.
There's the spread. I mean, come on.
Someone said you're the only one thinking about a shake weight, naughty.
Shake weight, man.
You're heading down a shaker rabbit hole.
Wonder how many people actually bought a shake weight. Who out there bought a shake? Who would admit they bought a shake weight? Come on, I've been working out 30 years. I ain't buying no shake weight. We definitely had some sent to us on tour because there was a whole box of shake weights somewhere backstage.
Yeah, John and Jordan were playing with them.
Yeah. There was.
Elaine.
Anyway, it was funny.
Can I be done?
Yep.
Yeah, I went down the shaker rabbit hole, Jamie. I did, yes. I've been going down a lot of rabbit holes lately. I went down a rabbit hole of playhouses for Rose and Rain. I've been down the air fryer rabbit hole. I haven't bought an air fryer because I've been down the rabbit hole. I see one I like and it's not big enough. So then I go look at another one and it's too big. And then I give up. So I haven't bought one yet. Rabbit holes. Anyone else got a rabbit hole they've been going down lately? Computers. Anyone else? Baby rabbit holes. Like, right, Rose? Rose goes down like the Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse rabbit hole. She loves Baby Shark. Oh, I can't stand it. Yeah, she's over there singing it right now. I will sing along with her, of course. I participate. But they have like 50.
Oh, now she wants it on.
Oh yeah, now they're gonna put it on. But there's a techno version of that song. There's a version of Luis Fonsi singing Baby Shark.
That's her favorite.
Little cartoon character there in the corner singing it. I'm not lying, I have witnessed it.
It's
Luis
her favorite
Fonsi.
one.
That's her favorite one? And the techno one?
Yeah.
The techno one sounds like they could play it on the cruise.
Yeah, they could put it on.
Techno Baby Shark. Okay, so let's get some questions rolling. I have to pull out some ice. I got it. Let me grab a bowl. Get my ice. Yeah, she can have the volume on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start making some margaritas. I actually printed out the recipe again because I do like to be exact with this. Gonna fill the shaker up with some ice. Does anyone have a question as I'm doing this?
Yep, I'm gonna start pouring some.
TRL Love says the air fryer changed her life. I'm really happy for you. It's just consumed my time.
What are your birthday plans coming up?
Always my plans involve my family, so we're gonna do something. Chance's birthday's first, so we're gonna celebrate hers, then Amber's, then mine, then
And Papa's.
then Jordan Knight's, then Papa's.
Yes.
Yes. So a lot of May birthdays going on. So let me get the 2 ounces of tequila. This is Clase Azul. So I'm making 2 right now, right? For you two?
Yes, please.
This will fit 2 though, right? Like,
Mhm.
I'm not an expert at making drinks, so I'm doing the best I can.
I never
What is
thought
this?
you'd be our bartender, so.
I do
Yeah.
like tequila, and yeah, I'd love to cook more Mexican food. I love Mexican food. It's fantastic. So I'm gonna have to put 2 of these in here.
You just double it up.
Okay, so I got the tequila in here. Now I got the Grand Marnier.
How has becoming a grandpa changed you?
It's actually just the best. I get to enjoy them both, but I don't have to do any work. So, I mean, it's amazing. And you know, it's the next part of my life is just being a grandfather and loving life and enjoying them and watching them grow up, and hopefully their first show is Fenway Park. I hope. Okay, so for 2, we're doing 2 ounces of Grand Marnier. Then the lime juice was 1 ounce, so we're gonna do 2.
What brand of tequila do you like to use?
This one, Clase Azul. That seems like a lot, so I'm just gonna. Is that it? No, the simple syrup. See, I almost was gonna. It's a 1/4 teaspoon, so maybe good enough. That's it, right? I got it right? Hold on, I wanna set up the glasses first. So just wanna take a lime, run it around the rim.
So we've done 3 lives now that have had food. Which one's been your favorite?
I mean, I'm kind of focused on this one right now. I mean, I don't know which one was the favorite. Look at that, perfection.
And show it to Instagram.
Instagram. Okay, the glasses are set up. Oh, hold on, I gotta do my son's glass too. These 2 glasses are done. Let's set up Daniel's. There we go. Got my 3 glasses set. I'm gonna put some ice in each glass. Any other questions as I'm doing this? I can talk and do it at the same time.
What's one recipe that you find difficult making?
I don't know. One recipe. Did I forget anything? It's been too much cooking today and too many things in my head, so. I would say maybe recipes that are out of my comfort zone tend to be more difficult. So I love cooking Italian style, so those would be easier for me. So maybe like Mexican food would be a little more difficult. I mean, you know, I can do salsa and guacamole, but maybe the more complex Mexican food would be harder. Is it ready? Is it ready?
learn how to cook?
I would say my early 20s. I started. You know, right around the same time I had my son is when I figured I better get to, you know, cook and learn how to cook and be able to cook for him. Let me just grab my little knife here. Yeah, my early 20s, definitely when I started to learn. Okay, so what do we think?
They look pretty good.
Is that bartender quality, douchey bartender quality, or
I think
like
it's
nice
bartender
guy?
quality.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'm coming right back. So you can't do two things at once?
I'm trying to put it down without dropping my phone.
Yeah, but the phone is in the other hand. Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay, and they got the drinks delivered.
Yeah.
See, and this is my thing. Then to get this thing open again is a pain in the. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna make my son's. Put a few more.
They want to know when Rose gets to be a guest on the Woodworks.
She's been on it.
She's been on a couple of times.
Yes.
She's got chocolate on her shirt, but maybe she'll make it appear.
She has chocolate on her shirt. So.
She's a little rough right now.
Okay, so let's get the 2 ounces of tequila for Daniel.
The drinks look very professional. Good job, is what Susan just said.
Does Susan have a lot of alcohol experience? I'm just playing with you. You know what I mean? Like, are you a margarita connoisseur? Like, do you like, you know, some people they like what's it, like martinis? They like all different kind of martinis. Some of them sound very nasty to me. But have you tried the drinks?
They're wonderful.
It's really hard.
I wonder if they're just saying that.
No,
I will
they're
tell you
really
what's
good.
up.
Okay, so lime juice.
Oh,
Would you tell him if it was bad?
I would.
I probably wouldn't.
You should
The simple
I think
syrup.
at this point I should, like, you know.
And that's it.
All I want to know if any of the babies have tried your recipe.
They have not. But they will. For sure, in the future they will. Okay, here goes Daniel's. I mean, these look awesome. Let's give him a slice of lime, and I'm going to deliver it to him over in Rose's condo over there. Oh, here you go.
That's good.
Here you go. You're welcome. Professional? I mean,
Very professional.
we're thinking it's professional. Anyone else? That's it for now?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Okay. No, Amber can't. She's nursing,
Feeding a baby.
feeding the baby.
What would you like for people to remember about you?
Remember about me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, just that my family was the most important thing to me. I mean, just that would be always the most important thing is them. Family here, my extended family up in Boston. My sister out in Seattle. We have a special guest.
Don't mind her hair and the chocolate.
You want to say hi to everyone? Look at all the food. Say hi.
Hi, Rose.
Hi.
Hi, Rose. There we go.
Hi.
She's looking at the food.
Huh.
You want some?
What do you want? Some chicken?
She probably wants some guac.
Some guac? Oh yeah, she does like guacamole. Did she like my guacamole though? Did she eat mine?
Yeah, she had it, but she liked it.
She liked it with the chipotle.
She definitely likes my cookies.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you want to say bye?
Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Come on, Phil. Say bye. Say bye. I want her to eat those.
All right, so we had our special guest.
Bye.
She's awesome. Rain is awesome.
Now are you saying bye?
Bye. Oh, now she's saying bye. She does the whole with the E at the end. Bye. Bye. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so margaritas are done for now.
Do you want to take a guest?
Of what? A guest?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's have a guest.
All right. Okay.
Hi,
Hi, Christina. What's up?
I'm good. How are you?
Whoa, look at that wall. That's awesome.
I'm a baby blockhead. I've been a fan for 5 years, so you guys are my favorites, of course.
Well, thank you, but that's actually a long time for a baby blockhead. 5 years is good time.
Yeah, I kind of grew up with you guys. I was 14 when I became a fan, so it's been a good period. Okay, I have some questions. So since today is Cinco de Mayo, what are your favorite Mexican dishes to cook?
I mean, obviously tacos is great, but I actually like to go eat Mexican food. I don't like. I'm not really an expert at cooking it. So, but this is gonna gear me up to start doing that because I cook a lot of Spanish dishes from different parts of the world that I've learned over the years. Like my grandmother on my mother's side cooked Portuguese dishes. Then when I moved down here, I learned some Cuban dishes like ropa vieja. So I'm gonna start getting into now I want to start doing some authentic Mexican food. But it's gotta be authentic. It's gotta be
Yes. I'm Mexican, so you gotta keep it authentic, of course.
Okay. I will.
Oh, you kind of answered the second part of the question, but I wanted to say, living in Florida, where there's a lot of Hispanic people and culture, has it influenced your cooking a lot? Like, do you find yourself venturing out to that more?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a large Cuban community here, so there's a lot of Cuban restaurants. So when I first moved down here, you'd go out and get different things, and I was like, I want to learn that. I want to learn this. So I was taught by one of our old housekeepers and the new one that we have. She's not new, but we've had her for a while. She's taught me some things too. So yeah, it's a big Cuban community. There's a lot of Argentinians, Colombians, Brazilians. So it's very diverse here. So yeah, I definitely want to branch out and start cooking some of those dishes too.
That sounds cool. Here's my second question. Have you and the new kids ever considered dropping any new reworked merchandise from the 80s and 90s? To be more specific, recreate shirts, jackets, pins, posters, with your faces now, of course.
Like that?
Yeah, but let's say like a shirt, your old shirts from the tours in the 80s,
Yeah, we do that all the time. Actually, every tour we do, there's always a vintage retro shirt. We work with a lot of retail outlets like Target. I can't really think of them all off the top of my head, but we always have retro shirts. We did a few years ago. We did a show at the Apollo. We had a whole thing was all based around Hanging Tough and all those pictures. From that, we had T-shirts. But I'm working on something very special. I've been working on it for about a year and a half. And over the next few months, it will be released. So I can't wait for all you guys to see it. And it's old school, new kids, and you're going to love it, trust me.
I know. You guys have some good merch from the 80s and 90s. So.
Thank you.
Okay. The other question is, were there any plans last year or this year to re-release Step by Step again for its 30th anniversary like you did with Hanging Tough 30? I'm curious.
I think we didn't have a plan, because we didn't realize it was coming up on 30 years, and we were on an off year. So we weren't touring, and then COVID hit, and it was kind of like, how do we celebrate step by step? We couldn't really do it right. So we all wanted to do something. I think we'll do something down the line for it. I mean, it's a significant album for us. Those, a bunch of those songs we still play every time we tour. So, yeah, we definitely want to recognize how important that album was to us. It just, when COVID happened and we weren't all together, it just didn't seem we should, kind of celebrate it right then.
That makes sense, yeah. Because Step by Step was a really good album, so I hope you guys do something just as special.
Hold on, but what's your favorite album?
Oh, it's Face the Music. I have my. You guys sleep on this album. No, you never perform songs. You guys don't talk about it. Like, it's really good. Like, it deserves more respect and recognition. That's what I'm gonna say.
Let me break it down for you, right? So we understand that. We know it was a good record. We made it on our own. Really just the five of us picking producers and songs. Because this is before we broke up, but after we had left Maurice, who was our producer and songwriter at the time. So we loved that record. But an example is, we hear this all the time, what you just said. But on one of our cruises, we let people vote for the songs for us to perform. All the Face the Music songs finished dead last, all at the bottom. They did. They did. And then we added some anyway because no one really voted for them. So I think when you put that album and you think of like a live show and what we do, and when we did the Total Package tour, we did a bunch of those songs.
That was.
Yeah. So we like to put them in there for the entertainment value, but it's like when you're in a full arena, you have to think of the full arena, like what they want to hear. And sometimes it doesn't cater to exactly what your tastes are or my tastes are, So we kind of, what that whole arena wants, we try to give them. But we always will keep that in mind because, that Total Package tour, that set was so much fun. And doing Popsicle and, all those songs and John singing Happy Birthday was great every night. So I love that record.
That's really good, yeah. A lot of us baby blockheads, we love Face the Music, so we hope in the future you guys do more, because it's really good, because you guys did a tour that year, and I think it ended early, and there's no footage of it, so we don't even know what you guys really performed at that concert, so we would kind of like to relive that, but that's
Got you.
The other question I have is, are there any plans to collaborate with New Edition in the future? Considering that you guys will be performing with Belle Biv DeVoe at Fenway, so any music, any tours? I know something that a lot of people want to see, like both of you guys working together. So,
well, we have a duet with them on our the Block album, so Full Service, and great song. So if we ever were to work with them, we already have a song that we could perform with them. We'd love to work with them, but it's 5 guys over here. There's 5 or 6 guys over there because they actually have 6 members. Yeah. So that's 6 guys. You gotta that gotta all be in the same place at one time. So we'll see. I mean, we'd love to work with them. We always have. We grew up idolizing them, so they were a big influence on us, and we'd love to work with them. It was a dream come true just to record the song with them. So we're very lucky, and hopefully in the future we do it.
That's good to hear. Another question is, when you've traveled around the world, do you like to be adventurous and try traditional dishes from each country? And if so, do you have any favorites from every country?
Yes. I mean, that's anytime I go to a country, I block all American food out and I'm focused on whatever that country is. So even when we were young, and sushi wasn't like this, what it is now. Like, it was kind of like a niche kind of thing. Like, you wouldn't see sushi places a lot. There was not a lot of them. Maybe more on the West Coast a little bit. But, because this is 30-something years ago when we first went to Japan. But, we wanted to experience it. So we tried sushi, all kinds of raw fish. We were eating everything over there. So anytime I go anywhere, I always ask the waiter, like, what do they recommend? Because it's usually kind of helpful. I have some restrictions because I don't eat pork or beef, but yeah, I always try the different cuisines in every country we go to.
Oh, that's cool. That's good. And my last question is, what are your thoughts on the second generation of blockheads, so baby blockheads? There's been a large group of us who love attending concerts, meet and greets, buying vintage and new merchandise, and love the new kids just as much as the OG fans. So,
Mhm.
any thoughts on our
I live
group?
with two of them, so I love them. I mean, my daughters. You gotta understand, like my daughters grew up very similar to you. Like they didn't really know anything. Like I was just raising them. They heard when they got a little older I was in a group or whatever, but I didn't talk about it. There was no awards up in the house because I had that all in Boston. So when I moved here, I kind of left it behind. So they didn't know anything. And in 2008, when we got back together, the first time they saw us live was at the Boston Garden, 2 sold out shows. And they were, blown away for sure. And my daughters became blockheads right in that moment of seeing that first show. And, Chance especially travels with me always. And Vega on the last tour was probably 80% of the time out there with us. And um, they're both blockheads, so I love baby blockheads. And also, it's great for us because we get to share what we do with a younger generation. And we come from an old school generation where it's important to us to entertain. So it's important for us to do better than the last tour. So whatever we do next, we want it to be better than the mixtape tour. So we we strive for that, and we strive to entertain. We strive to have the whole arena partying. We strive to get to the whole arena so we're close to people in the back, and whatever we can do to entertain the whole arena, we strive for that. So I appreciate that you appreciate us because we take a lot of pride in doing that. And for a younger generation to recognize it, it's really special. It's not explainable on how we all feel about it because we weren't expecting it. We just got back together and we're doing our thing in 2008. And then to see like on the last tour, I saw moms sitting in a separate section from their daughters because now their daughters were in their 20s because in 2008 they were like 10 years old, and the mom brought the daughter to the, but now they're in separate sections and the daughter's with all her friends, with, just partying. So it's great. We love it. And hopefully on our next tour, you all come out and see us.
Of course, I will never miss a tour, cruise, whatever. I'll try to go as much as I can. I've saved my money this quarantine, so I'm ready to go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you so
awesome.
much.
You're
You
awesome.
too. Thank you. It was an
Okay,
honor
thank
to
you.
talk to you.
See you in the future, for sure.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Oh, she was great. A lot of great questions from the youngster there.
Very good.
Yeah.
They always got great questions.
Christina, that was really good. Definitely in the future, we're doing a show. I wanna meet you. So, hit me on one of the direct messages on Instagram or something. And on the next tour, I wanna meet you and your friends, just to say hi. I appreciate all those great questions. So let's move on to the next guest. Do we have another guest?
We do. All right, this is Lynn.
How are the drinks?
They're great.
Excellent.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Just had a couple questions for you. When you guys are out on tour, who designs your clothes? Do you have any input in that, or you just
Oh,
have
boy.
stuff you have to choose from?
No, we have. I'm gonna have to look for her name in my phone. Her name is Marjan. Her last name. I can't say it. I'm trying to Marjan. Malikapour. Marjan Malikapour. I hope that's right, Marjan. We've been working with her for probably 12 years, like since the Backstreet Boys tour. So, and even a little bit before that. She's awesome. She really, gets us. She knows I don't want to be in moose knuckle jeans. She knows I don't want like nut hugger jeans on. So, they can be a little slim, but I don't want them, creating moose knuckles. So she knows that about me. She knows I will not wear leather pants ever. I will not wear a skirt. I always wear underwear. I wear my socks inside out.
Why?
Okay, so socks are built stupid. Not all socks, but like usually on tour we're wearing black socks. So they're like black, kind of thick dress socks, I guess. So when you put them on normal, they're sewn inside. So they're kind of uncomfortable. So you put them inside out. The seam is on the outside then when you put them inside out. Comfort, number one. Number two, if you wear them the normal way and they're brand new socks and you're sweating, you got toe jam everywhere. You got black lint all between your toes. I got to get in the shower and rinse my feet out for like 30 minutes to get all the toe jam out of there. I can't stand it. That's the reason I wear my socks inside out.
Now we know.
Something new every day.
Remember, Donnie was in a questionable denim jumper a couple tours ago. And
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to love the guy, man. He doesn't care at all. That thing, we didn't know what was actually smelling in the wardrobe room. I walked in one time and I was like, what the heck is that? And it was just a smell. It was the romper. He didn't care. Then he took it with him and wore it on the cruise. This is after the whole tour, and it was all sweaty, and I mean, I don't want to get into details, but yeah, he doesn't care. He's the guy that could do that. He could wear a romper and look good. I couldn't do that.
me neither.
Yeah.
So my next question is, when you guys put out a new song, like who decides who sings what line? Is that
I
you?
don't care. No, I don't care. I don't care who sings what. I mean, we have kind of a formula in our group. Jordan has been traditionally like the lead singer. Him and Donnie and Joe, those three guys are like the lead singers. I'm fine with doing whatever I do. I have no comment on anything. Once in a while, there's a song that I know I'll sound good on, and I'll say, listen, I'm singing this. And it's rare. Like, we recorded a song called December Love, and the part was in a low register, and I just said I'll sound good singing that. So I sang it. So it's never an issue. Like, if I wanted to sing more, I could, but I don't really care to. And most of the time, those guys sound great singing everything, so really no point.
Okay. When you do the meet and greets, do you tend to remember people, or there's just so many people you're like, maybe I've seen them before?
We start to remember people that have been to different tours over and over again. You see them, and we kind of, sometimes you girls make these comments like, you're going to get sick of me. And I'm like, no, man. I'm happy every time I see anybody. I don't care how many times you come. You're coming to see us perform. So, I remember when I was a kid and we were performing for like 20 people. So we're performing in an arena with 15,000 people. I'm happy for anyone to be there. But especially, you girls that are buying VIP and the bar school seats, it's expensive. We appreciate it. I always am happy to see everyone. There's never any other emotion. It's just happiness and hope you come back again.
Well, we saw you guys 5 times last tour. We went coast to coast. We were in Boston. We were in San Diego, Detroit. We were everywhere.
That's great. And you had fun, right? You had fun, good time?
We did.
Yeah.
We had an awesome time every time.
There you go.
So when you're on tour now versus back in the day, is it irritating you guys that people always have their phones out and they're not kind of living in the moment? Or does it not bother you? Or
Once again, I don't care. You pay for your ticket. Enjoy the concert however you want to. I mean, who am I to say, be in the moment? I mean, no. I mean, it's part of the way things are now. Like, the selfie has kind of replaced the autograph. Like, now everyone just wants a selfie. Once in a while, people still want an autograph, but it's the selfie, So I don't care. I don't care if someone's filming the whole show. not paying attention, drunk, whatever. Enjoy your experience.
Love
the way
that.
you want.
With the meet and greets, are you allowed to have your phone with you?
Huh?
If you do a meet and greet, are you allowed to have your phone with you for selfies, or you're only in the big picture?
No, just the big picture. There's no cell phones. That would be, I mean, we're meeting like 250, 300 people a night just with
Yeah.
that part of the, meet and greet. So if everyone was taking their phones out, it would take, way too long, and we don't have enough time to do that.
Let's see. So, one more thing we need to see.
Okay.
Gotta come outside for this one.
Looks like a nice day wherever you're at.
We're in Indiana.
Ah,
Yeah.
Indiana. Love it. Oh, I love it.
So when I ordered that license plate, it didn't initially have the 1 in front of it. They said somebody already had it. What?
Yeah.
And they said, "Are you mad?" And I said, "No, I'm not mad. I just want to meet this person."
Right. I think Joe has one of those on one of his cars. I think Joe. I don't even know how to do that and get it. I mean, I just take my regular license plate and I'm good. But that's very cool. Very cool.
Thank you. Well, that's all I had for you today.
Okay, Lynn,
We'll be
you
at
have a
Fenway
great.
whenever Fenway is, and we have our first meet and greet passes, so we're super excited about that.
Cool. So hopefully I see you there. But thank you for all your questions, Lynn.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Maybe we can make tacos take some questions.
Let's just keep taking questions.
Okay.
Putting the ice back in the freezer. Okay.
All right. I have a few questions and then we have another guest.
Okay.
All right. So, let's see here. Have you been sucked into TikTok yet? Like watching it? And have you considered starting a TikTok channel?
Okay, I think we will be adding a TikTok channel just to maybe take some of the things I'm making, condense them, so you can see them really quick on TikTok. I am not going to participate in any of the goofy dancing, any of that stuff. You get to see me on stage dancing, so my knowledge of TikTok consists of Jared Paul, our manager, sending me TikTok videos that he thinks are funny. I would say 75% of the time I think they're funny, so he's okay to do that, but no one else in my life does that, and I wouldn't want them to. Because I would just look at a video and be like, this is funny, and it's not funny. Not really.
All right. Your gadget bundle for the raffle had some great pieces. What do you suggest that a new cook start with, especially your recommendation for a good paring knife?
Why? Hold on. Is this Charlotte?
Yeah.
Why are you asking for a paring knife?
She wants a paring knife. She wants to know if you have one.
What
that
is she
you
paring?
recommend.
Because the paring knife is probably the knife I use the least.
I don't know.
Like, you want to get a basic knife, just one knife first. Like, if you're gonna buy knives, good knives are expensive. There's no way around it, right? I mean, have we found a cheap company? This don't. So
No.
I have these two here. This is would be a basic first knife. What's the girl's name?
Her name's Tara.
Tara from Cutco sent me this knife. It has my logo on it. I love it. It's a great knife, extremely sharp, works great. It's got a nice grip. It's easy to do that rocking motion. This is great for an onion. And then I have this one. It's a little bigger. Same concept, same kind of knife. But you want to just get a basic chopping knife. I think this is just a chef's knife is what they would call it.
That's a Santuco
It's a Santuco. I knew there was a name for it. I forgot.
because of the wedges. And
Yeah, because Lori, my sister-in-law, told me to get this. A Santuco knife. That's probably the first knife you want to get.
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, how did you know that? Because it clicked right in my head. That's the name of it. Because
I have no idea.
my sister-in-law specifically said, get this knife.
Yeah.
And I got this brand because I like the grip. But this one actually fits better in my hand, and I chop better. like an onion, I chop better with this. So anyway, you want to start with a good knife. And then see how serious you're getting about cooking. Like, don't start buying. Like, I bought a few more things to make this a little easier because I'm into it now. Like, I'm really having fun doing it. I'm having fun once a month coming on here live with you guys. So I bought a few things, but kept basically what I had. So start with a knife, and then you probably want to get a good saute pan. Probably like a granite pan. Or what's the pan? The Our Place pan? What's it?
The always pan.
The Always pan.
Yeah.
It's expensive though. Like, it's an expensive pan. That's the pan I did the shrimp in. A great pan. But you want to get a good non-stick pan, a good knife. I don't know. That's a good place to start.
This is a fun one. On your last After Dark, you had strong feelings about not using a dishwasher. Are there other appliances you don't like to use?
Blender.
Oh, I hate those.
I mean, I don't know why. Like, we're all using, if we do protein shakes, we use shaker bottles because it's just easier and quicker. But like the blender, it sits in my cabinet and it's a great blender, but we hardly ever use it. What else, Chance? The blender. The thing we use the most is the rice cooker. I have an amazing. Well, the coffee machine is number one. That's every day. The rice cooker, we use a lot. Well, what don't we use? Crock pot. Don't really use that much. I guess we kind of use everything.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, because we would just get rid of anything.
Yeah, we would probably give things away. I don't like having clutter, so yeah. I mean, I mean, I'd say the blender's number one. Good question though. Dishwasher's number one actually, then blender. Dishwasher sucks. Sucks booty crack.
All the things to say.
Just saying, man. That thing just sits there. It's taking up space. I could have another cabinet there. Have storage there. Look at it.
Exactly.
A big monster over there doing nothing. Dishwasher.
Alicia wants to know if you'll do a live workout.
Oh boy. I would have to think how to accomplish that. Cause Alicia, like, do you want to go for a run with me? Like, I alternate. I do like a boxing cardio workout one day, and then I run. So how would I take you on a run? I guess I could put a
GoPro on your head.
GoPro on my head
We have a GoPro.
and go live doing that. No, I got a better idea. I put Chance on a bike and have her pace me on the
No,
run.
I'll use the electric scooter. It's faster.
Might not be fast enough. Maybe.
It probably.
Okay, so Chance is saying use the electric scooter so she doesn't have to ride the bike and get actual exercise.
We don't have an actual bike.
I would buy you a bike. It was just an idea.
You
Scooter's
can get
good
the
though.
power one and the. So
Well, you've been working out though, so you could use the scooter. Yeah, I'll have Chance. I'm not. See, a live workout to me, it's. I don't see the point in doing that. I mean, maybe some of you have a different idea of what that would be like, but I don't really see the point in doing
I was
that.
gonna say I know what some of their points are.
Yeah.
All right, you have a guest. This guest is going to read questions from someone who didn't want to come on camera, so I asked someone else to do it.
Sure.
Okay.
Huh?
Hello.
Hi, Ashley. How you doing? What's up? What's
I
up?
think I look more like Elena with my glasses on right now.
I like your glasses.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice. Looking good. Mm-hmm.
I'm also in my kitchen
Yes, in the kitchen.
myself. So I have questions from Kim, who's been showing up on here as TRL Love. So her first question is, every time I see your chicken breasts on the stovetop, it tastes dried out. So I think the question is, how do you make your chicken not dried out?
Don't overcook it. Wait, I mean, there's a lot of ways to remedy that. Okay? Now, for me, I've been cooking chicken a long time, so I kind of know when it's done. Like I can look at it and know when it's done. But the simple thing is to cut a piece open early. Don't like wait and you already cooked it too long and cut a piece open. Like, what's the point in doing that? It's already dried out. You could also use an internal thermometer, which they cost like $10. You just stick the needle in there and it'll tell you if it's done. You got to get what's 165, I think, is the internal temperature is done for chicken. That's another way to remedy it. I mean, honestly, just more practice. Pay attention to it. Don't leave the kitchen. Don't leave it cooking, and you're off doing something else. That's it, man. Cut a piece open. If it's a little pink inside, let it cook for another minute, and it's done.
Perfect. Okay, her next question is, I have a frozen shrimp, and I've yet to make anything with it because I can't figure out which seasoning to use that will go well for it. Is it just to marinate or dry rub your shrimp?
What was the last part of dry rub? What?
Is it better to marinate or dry rub your shrimp?
I thought you said dry hump. Is that what she said? Dry hump?
No, rub.
Hump?
Rub.
Hump. Rump? Dry rump.
I knew you.
Rumpted?
I knew you.
Humpted.
I don't think she's asking you to hump your
Dry
shrimp.
humped? Dry humpted. Past tense? Dry rubbed?
Oh,
Man, you're making her.
Okay. I heard you, but
I know.
why do you want to dry rub shrimp? I mean,
Not my question. It's from
but the
Kim.
concept of a dry rub is like usually pack it on something. You want it to stick to it, like a piece of chicken, a piece of meat, a turkey. You can dry rub the outside of the turkey or dry hump a turkey if you want to. I wouldn't do that, but could be like some American Pie type stuff. Maybe.
Oh my God.
What was the Friends episode? Didn't someone have a turkey on their head?
Yes.
Didn't that happen on The Office too?
Phoebe and not Phoebe, Monica and Joey.
Monica and Joey. Okay.
It's really funny.
Okay. Anyway, what I suggest for seafood is to start with Old Bay seasoning. Is a simple one to start with. Salt and pepper, Old Bay, and then go to your onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, like the basic ones.
Okay, so then her follow-up question is, would you use frozen pre-cooked shrimp or frozen fresh shrimp? For those of us who can't get shrimp fresh.
Right. I wouldn't use pre-cooked frozen shrimp. I mean, that just sounds bad to
They
begin
have
with.
it though.
Yeah, no, I know. I see. It's it's.
No one said
No.
it's good, but
I'm lucky enough down the street. I have a place I go to get my seafood, but the shrimp is frozen. So, but it's not cooked. It's frozen, but it's fantastic. So they're reliable. I know them. I've been getting seafood from them for years. So I would get peeled and deveined frozen shrimp.
no feet.
And
Perfect.
Feet.
No feet.
Yeah, like the one time there were feet.
Oh yeah. And Amber say no feet with the shrimp. Hashtag no feet on the shrimp. Which means if you ever really saw a shrimp like on planet Earth or when they crawl, they have sometimes they don't do it right and some of those feet are still left on there. But I think there's another word. It's not feet.
Gross.
Like, is it tentacles?
They're
No,
like
not
little
tentacles.
They're almost like little tentacles though. They're so gross.
Yeah, well, in general, shrimp, lobsters, crabs, they're like the rats of the ocean. They're at the bottom, eating all the doo-doo at the bottom of the ocean. So,
That's the ocean.
why is someone asking me, did I dry hump a shrimp?
No.
I mean, do I look like I'm dry humping a shrimp?
No.
What is wrong with people?
I feel bad that question was
I'm gonna have to end this, man. People are getting explicit and nasty, saying I dry humped a shrimp.
I didn't say it.
Nobody said
No,
dry
not you, but it flashed up there. I dry.
No, because you said
No.
dry hump the shrimp.
And someone just asked, is there video of it?
No,
Yeah, of me dry humping a shrimp. Next question. Next question.
That's it. The other thing that Kim said was thanks, love your food show. That's all I have for you.
Oh, that wasn't another question?
No, that's it. That's all the questions she had.
But you don't have a question, Ashley? You don't have one?
I wasn't prepared. I was prepared to be
Okay, let me ask you a question.
conversation.
Let me ask you a question. What are you making for dinner?
I made your guacamole. I made salsa. I'm making black beans with green peppers and tacos. That's why I'm like literally cooking right now. Like, whoops, there's my protein powder. I'm like cooking.
there you go. Got it. All right. Well, see, you're joining in the fun for Cinco de Mayo.
Exactly. I'm not having a margarita though.
But it's not the one I make, though.
No, this is wine. I don't drink tequila on weeknights.
Got it. Dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you for coming on and asking me those questions that someone else didn't want to come on and ask me.
I'm happy to be a conduit of other people's conversations anytime.
All right. Have a good night. Good to see you.
Right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, you have a question. Do you prefer crunchy, soft, or street tacos? And how spicy do you like your salsa?
I'm a jalapeno level spicy guy. I don't like to go further than the jalapeno, really. You start going with the other peppers, they're too hot to me. So I like to incorporate some jalapeno into the salsa so then I get the spice in there. I like both. I definitely like corn tortillas better. So I like the hard ones, I like the soft ones, which I have both here out. Either one is good for me.
If you were making dinner for your friends or bandmates and it were 3 courses, what would the dinner consist of?
3 courses. Okay, so I'm gonna make it 4 courses. We're gonna start with a drink. The drink is gonna be my vodka mojito. That would be the drink for everyone to have out. I would make Jordan's a virgin. I would make, that's right, a virgin.
Yes.
I keep saying virgins and virgin a lot.
Virgin.
Yeah, virgin. For Jordan, yeah, it would start out with the mojito, and then I would go, let me see. You know what? The next thing would be my pumpkin soup. That would be like the appetizer. It's so good. I did it. Did we air that episode? No, we. Anyway, it's coming. The pumpkin soup is coming. I mean, they know we're filming multiple episodes. It's fine. Listen, the pumpkin soup would be the appetizer. Then, for the main course, what do you think, Chance? The fried chicken?
Oh, yeah.
Fried chicken, double baked potato. Wouldn't even bother with a vegetable. Just keep that. The fried chicken and the double baked potato. Woo! That would be amazing. And then, for dessert, my son's key lime pie, hands down. Easy, that's an easy one. Key lime pie, Daniel Jr.'s key lime pie.
Let's see here.
There you go. In fact, that sounds like Thanksgiving dinner. What I just said. Or Christmas dinner.
I get distracted. Sorry. So I lost the comment, but there was a girl who asked how we like, because you said we filmed multiple episodes. They wanted to know our content and how we filmed, like just like our process.
We can't let you behind the curtain like that. We can't just let you know everything.
But we do film multiple episodes.
Yeah, we film multiple episodes in a day. It's more efficient, and it's just gonna keep it so every Tuesday there's something new. So we're learning we're still learning, but learning as we go, and I'm having a blast doing it. So we're not stopping.
Someone asked if you would go on the show Hot Ones.
I've been asked this a few times. I'm not into the hot stuff, man. It's just like I don't want to be doing something stupid just to do something stupid. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Like you go on that show knowing it's stupid to try this hot sauce, but I'm gonna be stupid and do it. That's what I'm kind of talking about. So
It's gonna hurt.
I would go on there, but I'm only gonna try a certain level of heat. I can't do it. I'm not gonna torture myself. And there you have it. Yes, I would go on the show though.
Somebody on Instagram just asked if you would go on the show Chopped.
As a judge or a contestant?
She did not clarify.
Okay, I'd be a judge for sure. I think it would be a problem with I don't eat beef and pork. I mean, you know, all them people. You can't have restrictions when you're really doing that stuff. And I don't know in my head if I could wrap my head around actually eating beef or pork again ever. So, but yeah, I would definitely go on there, be a judge. As far as like, I know they do a celebrity one. I don't know, man. Some of those people, like I've watched when the celebrities, they were really good. I think I would need a little more practice, maybe another year of going at it like this, and I'd be ready, maybe.
What's your favorite way to enjoy a potato?
I just said it, man. Double baked potato. My recipe, the double baked potato. The recipe's up on Pinterest.
And it's also on your YouTube channel.
And my YouTube channel is the episode, but you can get just the recipe on Pinterest.
Will you ever come out with a cookbook? That would be amazing. Stories of your mom's cooking and family recipes would be incredible.
Do people still make cookbooks?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like an actual book?
Yeah, Mr. Keegan. Body play.
Okay, so yes, I would make a cookbook, and I think that's what we're moving towards as we accumulate recipes. But I've said this before on here. I would like to do it with you guys. So we have my recipes, we have some of yours. Maybe we have like some of, like I did Alma's chicken soup. May she rest in peace. But the chicken soup was amazing. So it might be a good way to incorporate some of the other guys to have a recipe in there. And just really make it a thing we do together. Because I don't know if I'd want to do a whole cookbook with just like all my recipes. I'd want it to be more diverse and have you guys involved.
Let's see. Would you ever open your own restaurant?
Never. Nope. Pass. I don't want employees. I don't want to be hiring, firing. I don't want none of those headaches at all. Nope. Never will.
So why don't you eat pork or beef? Someone's curious.
I mean, it's a personal thing. Many years ago, I tell the story to my kids all the time. The last time I ate beef was at Donnie's wedding, his first wedding. So I don't know how many years ago that is, but his wedding was awesome. The second wedding was amazing with Jenny, but his first wedding, they had an In-N-Out burger truck come at like midnight at the reception, which was really cool. People were hungry again, and everyone had In-N-Out burger, and that's probably the last piece of beef I ate. So it's just a personal choice. My kids eat pork and beef. There's bacon cooking in this house almost every morning, so it's just my personal thing.
Let's see. Juliana said, I don't even cook, but I read the cookbook.
Thanks.
What's your favorite city or town in Florida other than Miami?
Probably like Pensacola. I like that area. Really nice around in the Gulf area. So probably Pensacola.
Let's see. All right. With all of your great recipes, that was already one. Okay. Do you have any cringe words? Like, what was one that we said that everybody cringes over?
Moist.
Yes.
Panties.
Panties.
That's my sister-in-law Lori. She doesn't like panties or moist. What else?
Didn't you complain about you said panties?
Any other words that are just
It's a weird word.
cringeworthy? Panties, moist. I mean, I don't mind them at all. I can make a song from those words probably. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. It's a joke.
Bye.
You saying bye?
Bye,
Bye.
Rose.
What?
Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
Say bye.
Bye. Bye.
Shots chocolate.
I was gonna say, who wants those chocolate chips?
Sorry.
Oh, Instagram.
How to say bye to Rose? I don't have any cringe words. Like, they don't make me cringe. Only thing that makes me cringe is when Chance is cracking her knuckles. And she sometimes, it's a little bit of a habit, so she sometimes doesn't know she's doing it or forgets she's doing it, and she does it right next to me. And she used to crack her neck too. Really gross. That's it. That's what I got for you.
Sabrina wants to know, what is your definition of success?
I guess just being a good dad is the most important thing to me. So, I mean, I tell a lot of my friends it's always what's going to define you is the father that you are. So, to me, that's everything. That's to see my kids successful and happy. That's success to me.
What would you do? What do you think is the best merchandise that the band has had from the reunion to now?
I think the best merchandise is yet to come because I've been working on it. So I think something coming in the next few months that is going to make all you really happy. But I think when we played the Apollo, we had a whole like hanging. It was the anniversary for Hanging Tough, and we got to use some of those pictures on some merchandise. It was stuff I was really, really proud of, and so the stuff from that show means a lot to me because the record company owns those pictures, so we can't always use them. But because we were, celebrating Hanging Tough and re-releasing it, we had access to those pictures, and it was really, really special.
Alright, what else do we have? If there was one thing you could change about the world, what would it be?
Oh boy, that's too deep,
Sounds
man.
like Miss America.
Heather, I'm sorry, that's a bit deep. I don't want to go off on a tangent. This is kind of a light feeling thing. I mean, someone out there thinks I dry hump to shrimp, so that's where these live streams go. So I would say I'm gonna refrain from answering that one. But if you have another question, please send it to Andy quickly.
Jennifer said, if you could travel the world, all expenses paid, where would you travel to and why?
Okay, Portugal first. Then it would be Rome, Venice, probably any city in Germany, maybe Berlin. I love Cologne, Copenhagen. There's great cities in Germany. So one city in Germany, probably a city in Spain, maybe Barcelona, maybe. Honestly, I would probably focus on Europe again, just because we've gone there on tour many times, but sometimes you don't get to see everything. I love Amsterdam, so I would probably include like a couple days in each city, but spend more time in Portugal because that's the place I haven't been. So that's the one that's most important to me.
What's one of your favorite memories you have with your mom?
Tara, I have so many great memories, and I've told so many stories of her and the memories I have with her. But I think I'm gonna take this in a little bit of different direction and just say one of my favorite memories of my mom was always seeing her with Alma, seeing them two together. And they became best friends in the early years of the New Kids. And it always meant a lot to me that she had someone like that in her life. Because growing up, my mom, had work friends and stuff, but there wasn't like a best friend. And like my kids have grown up they know who my best friends are. They know Donnie. They know my friend Mike and Pete up in Boston. My brother, their uncle. So they like know these people and how important they are to me. And then my lifelong friends, my mom didn't really have that. But when her and Alma became friends, she had that. They were best friends and meant so much to me. meant so much to me for Alma to be by her side when she got sick, and just seeing those two together was always one of my favorite memories.
Let's see. What is a food that Rose loves or refuses to eat?
She tries almost anything. Some days, like some days she likes chicken, and then the next day she's spitting it out her mouth. So I mean, I don't know, but the one thing is when I'm making some cookies, all I can hear, she'll be way across the room going, She can smell it and knows it's coming. So I think probably my cookies would be her favorite. Any cookie.
Tomatoes.
Oh yeah, and listen, this girl loves tomatoes. Like the other day, Amber was holding her, and she grabbed a tomato off of the bowl. We had a bowl of tomatoes. She grabbed it, just started eating it like it was an apple. And that's how much she loves tomatoes. Big time.
Funny. Let's see here. What is your favorite smell?
Weed?
People have his favorite smell.
Weed?
Yeah.
Like I
I
just
would
like
say
the smell of, they have all these strains and stuff like this. So many names of things, and some have citrus in them and this and that. I just like ones that smell like weed. Is my favorite. So yeah, the smell of weed.
What's your favorite thing about your bandmates?
Oh boy. My favorite thing about all of them is when we're all together and the comedy, the laughing, and the memories of just the five of us together having a good time in the dressing room, at rehearsals, on the bus. I got so many memories. I mean, prepping for the last tour, I was in St. Charles where Donnie lives, and like we spent the whole days together. Like I'd work out, then we'd meet for breakfast, then we'd go to rehearsal. Then after rehearsal, we went to cryo freeze. Those machines that the cold machines to heal your body, and everything was just comedy. Everywhere we went was comedy. So those kind of things. It's just the laughing. They're such great guys, great fathers, great friends, great uncles, great brothers. Really, really lucky to have known all of them as long as I have, and I miss them. We've done some conference calls and Zoom calls and stuff, and you see them, but this is probably been the longest I ain't seen Donnie in forever. So gonna have to make a trip to St. Charles soon or something.
What do you do for fun?
This. These live streams are fun. I mean, this is a blast. For fun, it's more relaxing things. Like I'll sit by my pool, I'll go to the beach and, clear my head there. Usually some things after I work out, but a lot of the work what I do for a living is fun. Being in the New Kids, doing this. I mean, some of it's a little bit of work, but I mean, it's a blast. So my life in general is fun. So that's what I got for you.
Now that Joe has announced the live show, when will we hear about Solowood?
No time soon. Want Joe to do his thing. Happy for him. I'm doing this. I do have new music to share, but I want to do it at the right time. I want to do it when I can raise the most money for breast cancer patients. So I would think earliest that would be is the fall, but I doubt it. Probably next year would be when it would happen.
What Cuban food have you tried, and what is your favorite?
Before I stopped eating beef, I tried ropa vieja, Cuban sandwich. What's the picadillo de papas, ceviche? I know that's not Cuban, but they're in a lot of Cuban restaurants. They always have ceviche. Those are probably the ones that I've tried. I mean, I'm limited. Now usually I order like just a chicken steak with the onions on it, beans and rice. Bistec de pollo is what I usually order. So that's it.
Have you ever tried Indian food? And if you have, do you have a favorite Indian dish, and would you like to cook it?
Yes, Rita. We have a favorite Indian restaurant that's literally not even a 5-minute walk. It's go right around the corner and it's right there. And they're amazing. Every time we order the food, it's, I mean, quality. It's great. Chicken tikka, chicken. What else do we? What do you order, Chance?
Chicken tikka.
Chicken
Yes.
tikka. What's the other one? Sag? Is that one? I'd have to look at the menu, but I mean, there's tons of stuff on it. The naan bread is amazing. The curry is amazing. I love curry, so I order a lot of that. I don't like the super spicy curry, so they have levels of what you can order it for. So I love Indian food. It just seems like some of the stuff they cook on, you would have to make it. So that's one of the things I would have to do some research, and because you'd want it to be authentic. So definitely love Indian food.
Any chance of getting another Deep Views album? Loved them both.
No, sorry, Candace. That's another life for me. But I love doing it, and as you can hear, we're using a lot of that music for the background music on the show. I have a ton of it. I'm gonna try to incorporate some of the other music that I've had for years and never released. Other artists I work with as we move forward. But I don't think I'll be making another record like that.
Will you do a barbecue show as summer is coming?
Yeah. I mean, I think we're definitely already have thought of taking some of this outside to the grill. So as this is going through the summer, we'll probably incorporate, different dishes to cook outside on the grill. But my barbecue's right out there. We love it. We use it often. My son uses it all the time. So definitely we'll be doing that.
Have you tried any new activities outside of your comfort zone pre-COVID that you didn't think you would like?
Not really. I mean, this.
I was gonna say this.
I mean, we put this together, so this was a big deal. Just getting this started didn't seem possible to me because I needed help. I couldn't do this on my own. Like I couldn't be sitting here setting up the iPad and the iPhones and then the real cameras and the lights, and I would have just had my iPhone sitting here in like one shot, and that would have been it. So I needed help, and I needed Andy and Elena to make this possible, and my daughter Chance. Those three girls needed to make this possible. So I think this was well out of my comfort zone, and I'm really happy I did it.
If you were not a musician, what would have been your occupation?
I think I still would have been in the music business, but I loved engineering, and I loved learning how to do it when I was young. Maurice Starr taught me so much in the studio on how to use everything. Some of the engineers we worked with showed me even more. And then as I moved down here, I got into Pro Tools and learning how to use that. So I think that's what I would have done. I would have at least been a music engineer.
How do you make your fried chicken? Please don't say air fryer.
Susan, I do not. I use peanut oil. I use my Dutch oven, and I do it authentic. I mean, that's certain things. You have to always keep that in mind. You want to make it authentic. You don't want to make some BS fried chicken. And you don't make fried chicken healthy. That's why you don't make it all the time. You make it on special occasions, and you make it fried. And you make it with all of that, You don't try to cut calories. There's certain things you can't, like, a lot of desserts. You don't try to cut the calories with the desserts. It's in your life. It's what you want to do is just be consistent. So then when you have that cheat meal or that cheap dessert or whatever it is, it's not a big deal because 6 days of the week you ate healthy every day. So that's what I try to do. But I make my fried chicken authentic.
If you look back on your time with New Kids on the Block, did you ever imagine your fans to love you all as much as they do? Or that you'd be famous as you got and as successful as you got? Do you find it surreal?
I never thought, the most hope I had when we were young is that we'd have a hit record. That's kind of what the five of us all thought. Is like, we just wanted to have a hit record. And then when things blew up like they did, none of us expected that. And I don't think any of us expected what happened the second time around. I think we thought we had a good shot. but now 13 years later, I didn't think in 2008 about 13 years later at all. So I think what's made it not so surreal is the relationship that we have. Is me doing these live streams, you guys asking questions, and us going back and forth. I think it's not surreal. It's a real relationship. You know, with all the blockheads out there. I think the five of us all feel that way. It's not. I don't even like using the word fan because I believe you guys are more than that.
Are there any chefs that have influenced you?
Yeah. I would say first, as a kid, Julia Childs, big influence. It was really the only cooking show as a kid that you could watch. I mean, she was a trailblazer, pioneer, icon, really funny character. She's always will be my favorite. My mother loved her. It was something we could watch together. But I think other than that, I take bits and pieces of anyone I watch, and I see something that I like, and I might change something. So, I mean, I love Morimoto. I love Michael Simon. Bobby Flay's great. Giada's great. I mean, there's so many of them that are great. I love the show, the Guy Fieri show with the cooking contest, the Tournament of Champions, that one. My favorite show, though, has always been Iron Chef America. I used to actually watch with the subtitles the actual show from Asia, because that's where it originated. But Iron Chef America, I love that show. Mostly because I guess Morimoto was on it a lot and always won. But I think he's amazing. So, a lot of them influence me. I don't view myself as a chef. I'm just a cook, trying to be like them.
Have you tried Jewish slash Israeli food?
I mean, I've gone out to delis with our manager. He takes us places and says, "Hey, try this, try that." So yeah, for sure. I mean, that's something I would need his advice on. If I was going to cook some of that stuff, I would probably need him. We'd probably have to be together, and he could help me. Jared's actually a really good cook. We exchange a lot of recipes, and he's been a big influence on me. When I first told him this idea and I sent him the jingle, I mean, he flipped out, has believed in me from the first time I mentioned it to him. And he's really happy with how it's been going for me. So, all them chefs I think Jared's probably a bigger influence on me than all those chefs.
Let's see. What do you like to cook that no one else likes to eat?
Broccoli soup, pumpkin soup, lentil soup.
All the soup?
All the soups, basically. No one's eating no soups. They ate Alma's chicken soup. That was gone. That one went. Yeah, I make soups and it doesn't go well in this house. I know when I'm making it, I'm going to be eating it on my own.
Let's see here. Will you cook with Donnie one day?
Well, Tanya, he was, when he was on the show with me, he made it clear he does not cook and cannot cook. So I wouldn't even want to let him use a knife or anything. You know what I mean? Cut his finger off or something. But maybe I could just cook for him. Tell me what to cook and I'll do it for you. I don't know. Having someone inexperienced in your kitchen is not always the best thing unless it's your kids and you're trying to teach them. That's great. But another adult, usually I'm telling them, get the hell out the kitchen. Leave me alone. Get out!
Do you watch John's show on HGTV?
Of course. I watched every episode. He was awesome on it. Very happy for him. Great show. I love those shows anyway, but I'd rather watch John than some strangers. I mean, it's great. I get to watch my friend do it. So, I watched every episode. They were great. Can't wait for more.
What is your favorite cruise?
Oh, man. All of them. I mean, so many memories. I could not pick one. I guess it's the same thing as what's your favorite tour? I mean, I'm going to, recency bias, go to the last one, which is not really fair, but we've
definitely together with the fans created an event in an experience that can't be duplicated. Like there's not another group that can make it like that. So, and there's not another fan base that can make it like that. So it's just really special, and I encourage anyone who hasn't been to try to get on it.
What is your favorite item to eat at Wahlburgers?
Turkey burger. Always has been, even when there was just one Wahlburgers up near Boston. Love Paul's Turkey Burgers. He's an amazing chef, so talented, so smart. But yeah, I love the turkey burgers.
Does Chance like to cook?
No, no. Chance does not like to cook.
I like to cook for myself.
That's sweet. She just said, I like to cook for myself. You mean you like to make breakfast for yourself?
Yeah.
It's the most important meal of the day.
Hold on. Because what else do you make?
I make pasta. I make pancakes.
Breakfast.
Yeah.
Pasta's not breakfast.
Kraft mac and cheese does
Kraft
not
mac
count.
and cheese.
That doesn't count. It's
It
gross.
does too.
It's gross. They were asking me, do you like to cook? And I said no.
Do you like Anthony Bourdain?
Love him. It was very sad when he passed, but I love that show, that travel show. I like shows more like that where it's more casual. I like the Jon Favreau, the chef cooking show on Netflix, like those kind of things that really, really love it because you get in that person's world, and you get to see their personality more than the kind of structured cooking shows. So yeah, I love him. It was very sad when he passed.
I'm going to Vegas with a fellow blockhead. What do you like to do in Vegas?
Nothing. Zero. It's not my favorite place. I like doing shows there. It's always a great time. I guess the best thing is the food. I mean, always amazing food. I usually rely on Donnie. He's the foodie, so like, if we're doing a show or rehearsing there, he's like, "Come on, we'll go here," and I just go with him and follow his lead. He knows all the good spots, restaurants. So probably the food would be my favorite thing in Vegas.
Do you like Southern cooking?
For sure. Love soul food. It's one of those other things that I will probably gradually cook. I do good fried chicken, but I'd love to get into, like doing collard greens, and I already make peach cobbler. But I like to get into doing some of the sides and some of the other main dishes. But yes, I love soul food.
I had like 3 people ask who I was. Let's see. What is your favorite restaurant that you've been to?
Oh, man. These favorite questions. I mean, I don't have a favorite restaurant. I would say here in Miami, my favorite restaurant is Makoto. It's we did find this new restaurant though. That's the one that we ordered the noodles from. Ramen. I can't think of the name of the place off the top of my head, but Makoto here in Miami is one of my favorite restaurants.
Let's see here. And I think we have one more. Let me find a good one. Hold on. Oh, we got 2. What is the most memorable NKOTB tattoo that you've seen?
Usually the ones with our signatures on it, because I'm like, when did she get everyone's signature? And then usually I'm the last one because I usually say no a bunch of times, and then I'm pressured into signing someone's arm or shoulder or whatever, and my signature is terrible, so that's why I don't want to do it, because then you're permanently getting my signature on your body. So probably any of the ones with the signatures on it.
Okay, 2 more. Do you enjoy snack foods? If so, what is your go-to?
So snacking, I try to keep it healthy as much as I can. Fruit is the number one snack. Greek yogurt is another good one. I like to make my own trail mix. Granola, I like to make homemade granola, really easy. Those kind of things. I try to keep it healthy. If you're snacking all the time and you're snacking on crap, you're going to look like crap.
And Jane wants to know, what's your worst injury in the kitchen?
Hi, Jane. I know Jane. She's been a guest on here asking questions. Worst injury in the kitchen? I don't really have any burns. I've gotten a few burns. I did. This shouldn't even count because of what a moron I was. Jeez. So I was probably in my mid-20s, maybe late 20s, cutting a bagel in my kitchen, and the bagel wasn't fully defrosted, so I kind of slipped cutting it and cut down my thumb, and had to go to the hospital and get stitches. I mean, it wasn't really that big of a deal, but that's the worst injury in the kitchen I had. Jane, what's your worst injury? If you can, just message that back to Andy. I want to know your worst injury.
Well, if she texts me, I'll let you know. All right, and that was it, because that was an old question that popped up for some reason.
All right, so we are done with this Cinco de Mayo live stream. Thank you for joining me. I will be back next Tuesday with a new episode on the Woodworks on my YouTube channel, which is Danny Wood Official. And we're gonna be, adding stuff and doing stuff constantly. We won't be stopping. You don't have to worry about if we're gonna, pause this or anything. We're gonna keep going, and every Tuesday there'll be a new episode, and we're gonna try to incorporate more stuff. So we're giving you guys more stuff to look at and, have more fun. And hopefully, with the new kids, Fenway happens. I don't know anything as of right now, but hopefully it happens. And thank you for being here. I have a blast doing this. I can't wait till the next time. I think we're going to try to do this like once a month. Just try to do a live stream. I love doing it. I miss you guys so much. I can't wait for us all to be together in a place at a new kids show, enjoying music, fun, friends, family, just all of us back together. And it's getting closer, so there is hope. And until the next time, I'll see you on the next live, I guess. Have a good night, everyone. Love you all. I love you all. I miss you. And see you soon. I'm out.